Thank you so much for coming. My name is Professor Derek McGee. I have the great privilege to be the director of the Keele Institute for Social Inclusion.
The Institute for Social Inclusion is a new initiative here at Keele University to try to pull together some of the leading research that we're doing here, but on a very focused theme that responds to some of the key needs in society.
What's been so incredible for me today is to be at the launch of the Institute for Social Inclusion, which is so important for my constituents. So we're looking at real policy matters, and I had the privilege of being asked to give the keynote speech today and getting to talk to people who want to change the world and want to change my constituents' worlds, and that's what's important.
Society is changing very, very rapidly, and a lot of parts of society don't often have the opportunities to take full advantage of what is available around our society in general. And it's important that we lead those studies, both to cope and advise on where we are now, but also to anticipate what might be coming along in the future in order to help different communities adapt as we go forward.
We talk about communities that are hard to reach out to. What we really should be saying is they are communities which are easy to avoid. And that's why I think this institute is important, to remind ourselves and change that language and be able to really have social inclusion.
The most salient points raised today have been from people who deliver services in the local community. Their narrative throughout this morning, I hope, has helped the research element within Keele.
We have got small pockets of black and minority ethnic community within Stow, and it's important that we engage with that community because often their needs are very, very different, and so it's important we engage to try and find out what their specific needs are so that we can be culturally competent in dealing with those.
I don't think we're ever going to challenge issues of exclusion without collaborating. This is fundamentally something where we need to be working together. And we need to work across research and practice. We need all of that combined.
It's so important because the people who are socially excluded are usually the people that can't fight for themselves. How could we remove the social division so that people were okay? We're not going to achieve that overnight.
No one organisation, no one individual has all of the answers and the breadth of experiences that lead you to the best solutions. So collaboration is a way of bringing all of the different viewpoints and understandings and skill sets into one place to a solution which will really work.
If we're going to have a real impact on society, we really need to make sure that with external stakeholders and partners from various organisations that we're asking the right questions from the outset, that we actually are developing policies and strategies that will be useful to them in addressing the immediate needs that they're better versed than we are at actually engaging with.
What's wonderful is that it is at Keele and it's so in keeping with the history of Keele, but the difference has to be real. It's fine to sit in a room and write a paper and write a book, and that's brilliant, but someone has to read that book and turn it into public policy that makes a real difference, that is based on fact and people's real life experience. So the interplay between academics, stakeholders and policy people and politicians really, really important, and that's what is going to be achieved by this institute.